Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to How to Be a Psychic Medium, a virtual retreat for spiritual seekers. I'm your host, Marta the Medium, and I'm so honored you're here with us today. I am absolutely thrilled to introduce our next speaker, Bibi Flores. Bibi Flores is an energy healer, Reiki master practitioner, psychic, medium, as a clairsentient starseed connected to Andromeda Indigo. As she works in healing, she combines this with her career as an energy professional artist, with 30 years of career creating art that inhabits healing energies, healing from trauma and pain, and to ascend to higher frequencies. This is research of language of energy, healing as abstractions and energy language, and how these energies can help move forward, allowing the spirit to align towards healing wounds in the states of the mind, heart, and spirit that exist in a plane of dimensional energy, documenting these art portraits of energy abstractions, connecting also energetically with current vibrational changes within the world as a collective. Her metaphysical abstract artist father, who worked in the divine, metaphysical, and cosmic energies, influenced her. Energy speaks and guides Flores' intuition through healing colors, lines, and shapes. Now, she also commissions artwork pieces of energy and energy higher self portraits of you that you can heal and connect to each day. Bibi also provides individual sessions, group sessions, and circles of meditation and energy healing with specific purposes, connecting with the collective energy. You can explore more of Bibi's work at bbflores.com. Bibi, welcome. I'm truly honored to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Martha. I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so excited, and everyone that is here as well, and sending love to everyone, in the earth and that is connecting with us at this moment.
Beautiful. Thank you. Bibi, to begin, can you share how your journey with energy art and mediumship began? Was there a moment when everything came together for you?
Yes, I mean, my father was an artist and he worked in metaphysics. So since I was little, he will have his studio at home, and I will
Mm.
feel always connected to his art. And he will talk about these landscapes of energy with, he will talk about these meta landscapes, he will call, talking about different dimensions and in other realms that they will exist. um and even at that time, I will have already some gifts, and I will see this as normal and it will be also uh something that my father will be an inspiration later on in my work, because art become as eating for me, like it's just
Mm.
something part of my life, and I didn't realize what I learned through him afterwards. It was just so normal, and so in my life, that I start to realize that later on, that maybe there was some differences outside in the world, and the reason of many things. You also come here to the earth uh, with different situations that you choose
Mm.
from before that you learn, and you have these experiences because of something. And I felt that he opened all this connection through energy for myself. There was a point that I will say that I wanted to belong, to,
Mm.
like, I will understand some things, but I will feel like maybe also I wanted just to kind of like I didn't understand that deep. I guess it will be like later on when I have my full awakening,
Mm-hmm.
where I started that it was, I already sense and have premonitions and have like many many things that I felt that they were normal, because we as a human have this capacity of intuition. But then I realized that each person has different gifts, and also I realized that also it was a little different in my case, that it was not, I was perceiving some things that maybe other ones will be more like disconnected to, because we all, as this having this human experience, have uh, the possibility to connect to our higher self and all our senses, and bring those powers, that they're opening, I feel, in this time, for us. But sometimes you are born, or like you have those gifts, that you can also share because of something, because of the purpose that you have in life, um, at the time that you also, you know realize those, or there's always a synchronicity to what happens and why in that time and everything. So yeah, so I started to have this awakening, that it was, even that I noticed that there was many things before I thought that it was something that everybody had, and then
Mm-hmm.
realizing that maybe it was not everybody has had that as I did, and maybe somebody else had something else. It's just like, because which is beautiful, because then there's many healers, there's many, not as much as we should.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting there, so we need you. Because everyone has their own gifts, and I think that we can connect with the persons that they need to connect with us, specifically because we there's different type of healing that everyone has to do, not only from this lifetime but also from other lifetimes, to continue to connect with your higher self much more, and bring that power to you back, and just realize what we can create, not only by you but also as a collective, which is very important, especially also in these times. And I will say, based on love energy and higher energies, which they're very important to bring to the planet at this moment. There are many challenges as well, which I feel, in the world. I had many challenges in my life, and I have to say that don't feel less because you have those, because sometimes there's people that can judge in a moment, that maybe because you have those, then maybe you are not connected, and it's not like that. It's just drop the judgment, basically, and just even notice that some experiences had to be there because you have to learn, and see what they're teaching you, and then just evolve from there, because you're growing, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have then the capacity to help others with the experiences that you learn from that. So in my life I had many challenges, and there wasn't a point that I felt that I will not have other extreme challenges, and then those also open up for all your purpose, which is being a psychic, being a healer all together, or be yourself. Because I think that one of the main reasons right now that we are right now healing is to be, which I use my name as well, Bibi is like, because the main purpose is kind of being yourself, because you're
Mm.
part of the puzzle of that collective, that you have to be in these oversouls and groups that they're connected, all inter together, that you have to be the expression of yourself fully in this life experience, that you can connect with the collective and then have this great energy all together, and have this new earth, beautiful earth. So we're getting there, and I'm so happy that everybody here is connecting, because is they're challenging but also very exciting times. I think that there are many good things that they're they are here, so I'm so excited for it.
Thank
And
you.
I
Do you,
expand a little bit in many things, in many things, but yeah.
no, this is absolutely perfect, and it's so insightful. So thank you so much for covering it all. Can you still hear me? I'm not sure whether you're frozen, so let me see. What I find maybe so unique about your work is how you channel energy through abstract art. You describe your paintings as healing vibrations that document moments of emotional transformation. Do you think you could walk us through how you experience and translate energy into your art?
Yeah, so I feel I always, as I mentioned, my father was somebody that I always connect to. And there was a point that I got to understand much deeper his work. And I have this school that it was in my soul, because I grew up with him. And when I always like to paint, and I paint, but when I started professionally, I start to develop a little bit more. I started to work with emotions, and I was working with these kind of self portraits, but it was like with flowers, but they were like all abstractions of flowers, like connecting with myself, basically. So I evolved from that theme, which I also divided in a point where I was connecting with society, I was connecting with the cosmos, and I was connecting with the nature. And from there I started to evolve, and I kind of started to connect and get. And that was in the 90s when I started. So it was, I started to connect and develop all these works that I started to make, and all these phases, that I will call. And even though I was working in abstractions, when I was, after, or at the time at my master's degree, I was working a little bit, and I have some challenges there that it brought me to start to do some healing work on myself. And I start to um, notice, and I wanted to express this as, and channel. I mean, I always felt that I have this energy. I had this experience even when I was little, like at 7, where I was connecting with this holy spirit kind of energy that will bring this energy to me. And it was, as I mentioned, there was some things that for me, and it was like normal, and I was feeling already energy and seeing colors in Zen, but I thought that it was normal, and or it can be, but it's just something that I developed. So I started my paintings, this last project in 2010, where I start this healing specifically to heal myself. And because I noticed that, as we have this language that we speak, I feel that there's this energy language that exists from the universe, that it doesn't have like specific words as we use, or the language that we write, but it's kind of like something related to that. So I start to work with these pieces of these healings that I was doing in myself each day, and documenting this as I was, healing myself and going to these deep layers, in where I start to healing in the deeper levels of trauma and pain that I had, using also sometimes in some titles some words that for me meant like marking boundaries specifically for some wounds related with pain and abuse, and putting this good energy of letting go and releasing all those things into each of the paintings, and keep documenting in, let's say, linear time that we use, even that the work is dimensional and it
Mm-hmm.
has, lives in every timeline, let's say, but just documenting these pieces that in a point, as I was evolving with the project, I started to realize that they were also sometimes connecting with the healing of the collective, that it was starting to speak about, healing from abuses of women, and some movements that they started to happen at the same time that I was already working. At the time that I started the project, nobody was talking or, about these things, and I wanted to just, start to heal and just putting that energy and also connect it to the word. So each painting has this abstraction of energy through lines, through healing colors, to like, is kind of like channeling the energy of that moment, of this energy that is necessary for healing. So it's just brings all this language that I channel through myself as a Reiki master, also, putting through my hands, as I paint, and putting this
Mm-hmm.
good energy, is the good energy that is in the piece from any situation that you're healing and evolving. And I have worked with these 4 stages of healing, in which I'm in the 4th one, and is connecting with the whole collective. And by synchronicity, which it happened too much in my project, which is very interesting. Right now we are entering in this 5th dimensional, new earth energies, which is very interesting, that is started to work with the collective. It's just, there's so many pieces and these stages that they're having, evolving and connecting with everything. So they have this, each one is very individual, but it works as a collective as well, because it just have this history of like how this energy is placed to heal. So each one has this good energy that represents, that connects in a way to me, but it can connect also, to you, for, specific certain thing, that it could be, different from what I was connecting with me. And each one has this very good intention and healing language that is there, that is just when put in, I feel and I notice it change environments, and it's good. And you can connect to even from pieces, that I made just like that. And I also channel for individual, as I do the individual sessions, I have also some individual sessions in which I can um, do simple or more, kind of like filled with more things, complicated, not complicated, but they're more like evolved, pieces, or different, uh just like different things, depends on the person, that is just for them, that they can meditate on them and just heal, like it's something to connect, that is connecting to your higher self, basically. So it's just kind of for evolving, and a tool that it can help you to connect, basically, is what it is, in my work, as it connected with me and helped me to many many things. It's just like yeah, I have a quiet story, and yeah, and I'm here, and you know and all is good. So yeah, I'm so thankful as well. So Yeah.
Thank you. No, I absolutely love how your work, how your installations, exhibitions often, as you've mentioned, explore trauma, healing, and
Yes.
anything that we might consider complicated or challenging, but it's so empowering. And your language of energy, as you describe, um, it's just so beautiful. I'm curious about, and I know you've talked through a little bit about the creative process when you're designing, whether a piece for an individual client or for those installations, exhibitions, but there's so much depth, and I can feel your intention behind that. So it's truly beautiful to witness that.
Yeah, so the psychic part there is kind of like is connecting with my intuition or guides, or this source guidance that is giving me, because I can read these energies very well. I'm very sensorial, and also basically sensorial is my gift, my main gift. So I'm very empathetic, and I read all these energies. So, for example, if I connect with someone, I can read, and also, as psychic, you also get messages and things like that, which is, but also I bring this as an artist, which is this power to bring this language that is connected to your higher self, like kind of like your higher self presenting itself to bring these energies of like what is needed for you, or connects with that portrait of your higher self that is just kind of like to have it more present with you, in the case of the individual or commission. But in the case of the other ones that I do, is just basically connects to us more in a collective way. So it's kind of like those combinations of those two
Mm.
that I do, usually for, like, for example, my project continues. So right now I'm in the stage 4, working in paintings that there have to be released in October.
We've lost our internet connection for a second, but Bibi's back. I'm so
Yes, we're
happy.
back.
Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
So basically, the art connects with right now this fourth stage connects with the collective a lot, and this power that as an individual we have, and also rediscovering a lot of the things that we have as gifts, because there's so many things that they're coming in, that they will open up in us, that they're already open up, and also connect us more as a unity or collective all together, which I'm so excited as well for that. And all my work is based on that. And yeah, and all this energy that we all are, and just bringing this energy to be more available to you, for us, so yeah, it's what I love to do.
I love it. One question I have to ask you. You also identify as a star seed connected to Andromeda and carry indigo frequency. I'm curious, how does that cosmic connection influence your energy work and the healing you offer?
I have felt always, and I mean, I can see some things from, my past lives and other things that they're connecting about this life, and why this life, and why, all the connections with it. And this is like, as I started my awakening, I start to get to these levels where I got to understand all these. um there was always this talk, specifically from my father, which is very interesting, about Andromeda, which I also felt very connected. And then in a point, I knew that that was the connection that I had. um I usually connect to it, you know, when I meditate, and I just connect with this energy as from the good energy from the that is connected to my higher self, with my soul. That I felt that there's many lifetimes that I was, you know, living there in a past, and I connect to other, you know, also like places, and I know a lot of things that happened to me in times of, let's say, kind of war there, where there were like things going on, and how those experiences also brought some things to this life, and just heal from those as well. Because, you know, I remember many things from those, and I was put these images of like things that they were actually, I was connecting the dots in a moment, you know, that. But at the same time, it's just very interesting to know that we know we are this big spirit from the source, which is the universe, and is filled with possibilities, filled with all the good things. And we are having this human experience, but we also are uh, galactic beings connected with
Mm,
all the universe. And even from this moment, and also from sometimes in past, that is also described in Egypt, and many things that they were in our ancestral, you know, lines, they were connected to them. But and when soon probably will be here, is just something, you know, I'm so excited for those, you know, forward moments later on. But I always connect with this energy because it's part of the source. I mean, there's actually, we're connected to the universe, we're connected with everything. And you know, the universe is so big, so expanded, and always in expansion. And of course there's many other beings there that also connect with us, because we're part of all the same source. It's just, you know, we are, you know, just right there, a, a dot, you know, in
mm,
all these. And but as we are that, we are also the expanded universe in ourselves. So we have all this power of the universe, and I feel that I connect with all these through all these source. And I also felt that not only me, but there's many people here in the in earth that, you know, they're connecting also, as they're remembering and things that they notice, that they are also part of, you know, this human experience, but also with some backgrounds or purposes in this life, where usually we are all very lucky to be living in this moment of time that is very special, that we choose to be here, and that we are, you know, part of this big change, and where all these energies from starseeds and everyone that is connected to these energies are well needed to evolve and to uh, better the world. It's just becoming to this amazing place, which we're getting there. It's just some shadows right now that they're you know, cleaning and things like that, you know, that we're going through. But yes, so yeah, that's mainly my connection. I don't know if that answered your questions or there's anything else.
I always have various things popping into my mind. That's been beautiful. Could you talk a little bit more how remembering who we are, remembering where we came from, and how interconnected we are, and how actually that expanded universe is within us can help one's transformation, and also if you can talk more about how important is for anyone to tap into that universal frequency and the galactic energy that truly I think can support the transformation as well.
It's just connecting to your higher self, basically, I feel,
Mm,
because it's just, you are in this suit, like, like the astronaut suit, or, that yourself is really the spirit, like it's just this energy that makes you to be alive here. And then you have this expansion and this soul, a spirit that is just goes beyond you and is just connected to the higher souls source, to those, all this information from Akashic records and all these good energies. And of course it's just something well needed, and just to feel connected to your higher self is just very important to keep evolving and just becoming in your true self, to your true higher potential expression, which is being yourself and just being, basically, that
mm,
those things connect with your spirit, because spirit is the true expression of yourself, and it's just connecting to that energy and just having not resistance, of like many things that we as a human experience we have, and we have challenges just clearing all those things, but we need to connect more with our higher self, and just even, and also, you know just love yourself in all this process, because I also feel, as I mentioned, I had many challenges in my life, and moments that they were super challenging, and those, uh be patient and love yourself a lot, because it's part of this expression and also connection, and just learning and just evolving, and then just keep trusting and believing that there's there for something that it has to be, that you have to learn, and then just don't feel that then you're not doing well things or things like that, that as a human, sometimes those things can pop up. Just try, love yourself and just keep connecting. And even in the challenges moments that you have in your life, just keep connecting, because then you're evolving and you will get to a point where you need to be, because you're just evolving. And it's everything that you choose, even that don't there will be
we got cut off again, but that's not going to disturb us. We're still carrying on with the
Yes, of
beautiful
course.
conversation. Thank you for coming back.
Yes, of course. So as I was saying, just connecting to yourself, to your true expression, and just in those moments, just love yourself, and know that there's, many things that are coming up in the world, and you're a human, and you can feel things that they're not always joyful, or like it's part of the learning. And I think that is very important to honor those feelings, and really feel them, because if not, you will repress them. And just love yourself in those moments like that, just and connect to your higher self. And I feel that, so there, keep connecting to your higher self, that you can be guided to your fully purpose, and to connect more in the collective and in unity that we are, is going to start to happen much more. And I'm so excited for, this new era that we're entering. And yeah, it's basically, just express yourself, be yourself. And part of like being as the title of as well, the retreat, being a psychic medium is is very connected to your intuition and your higher self, that connects with everything, akashic records and everything that is up there, and just being yourself and just really trust who you are and express yourself as you are. I think that connects very well, and things will open up for you. So I think that is just a process. Love the process as well. And I think that is something that it will get you where you need to be.
Mhm.
And just
I
keep
love it.
connecting.
Mhm. Thank you. And there's been a question I wanted to ask, and I know you've already well answered it partially, but many of our attendees are just beginning to explore their intuitive gifts or creative paths. What guidance would you offer someone who is feeling called but unsure how to begin?
So they're starting to kind of notice this. So I mean, I think that everyone of us, we have gone through that process. So it's so exciting, and I'm so excited for everyone that is starting to notice what we truly are and all the potential that we have in us, and also in our other gifts that we have, and we just need to be more aware of, and just keep connecting with your true self, with your higher self. Uh, be who you are, and just not compromise it. Just be yourself. Sometimes we do that when as part of trying to belong
Mm,
to these ideas or beliefs that they're in the society, and then we limit ourselves, I believe. So as you notice your gifts that you're noticing, learn from them, and learn what you can give to others, because each person and each healer, each psychic has different gifts. So
mhm,
um it's so exciting, because you can have, you may need different things, and each person can give you different things that you may need in your connection and develop. And this is so exciting, because there's many many things, and you are part of this puzzle. So everyone is needed, and just believing yourself as well as that, as part of this. You are unique in your, in this, and you have your own things that you need to share with the world. So just keep going, and you will be guided of what is the next things, and keep trying as well, like keep doing and taking action of things that you feel, as they guided to do. And and you will be, as you develop all those things, or you will be guided to the right one that you have to do. Even that if you explore something, maybe you at the end not end doing that, and then and doing something else. But the important thing is just to take the first step and just go on, and just keep noticing who you truly are, basically your own expression, which is, yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. What grounding practices help keep you balanced? Because you're working with such high vibrational energies, both in art and healing. I think that will be very useful to
Yeah,
share.
so meditation, of course. I mean, I work and I do meditate a lot. um uh, all days, connecting with and grounding in nature is something that I also feel that is very important, and that's why also nature and earth is very connected to us and is very important. So I feel that that's a, connecting to the universe and the earth is very important. But we are part of the earth, and earth is like a living being as well, and is just connected as we are with the collective, also connected with earth. So just, earth, we need to take care of her better. All these changes, and we need to connect to her, so as she send us love, we can send love back. And just I think that just there's many things that you can do just to connect, and to be yourself and connect, and just connect to the higher self, which basically those for me help a lot. Just have really moments of the day that you dedicate for you and connect with your higher self, your soul, true soul, because we live, of course, in this world which is going in this huge transformation right now, the battle of the darkness, shadows, and light. So there are many things that are coming up, and also it's very important to be very connected, that things, you will be well wherever you are and whatever is the situation that you are. Yeah.
Mm, thank you. I'm curious, is there a particular piece of art that stands out for you as a turning point, something that affirmed the path you're on? Is there?
uh I mean, there's some pieces from these four stages that is interesting that you mentioned, that I felt that there were sometimes some type of breakthrough, because they're very special through change in my life, or solving a big challenge in many ways, that I have to say it has been challenging sometimes, but I had many miracles and many synchronicities, solving many things as I was evolving different things that I need to live. And yes, there's some of these pieces that they connect to those times. As I mentioned, they have also synchronicity within this piece. There's one that I just have this solo exhibition in Austin, Texas, where I had 28 pieces, and one of them um, is um, is called The Magic of My Own Power. So
Mm,
it's about all these connection to your higher self, and all these um, colors of fully colored chakras within yourself, as you meditate and connect with yourself, and you're just getting to that point where you shine, you feel like that good
mm,
energy. um, and also connects with the center as you expand, through yourself. When you expand and connect to your energy around, and it has like different pieces of collage of different paintings, because as we are time present and all together, as there's really no time, but they are in our experience, but it's just kind of adding all these elements, that is just kind of, this is myself to the fullest power. So it's kind of like one of yeah, like breakthroughs, and it's just special, but all of them, they're special because they're in different moments, of uh and it's just building these healing energies. And yeah, it's just something that I really like. The colors are powerful, and many persons can feel the energy when they're in a space. You can have that energy usually there, that it they bring to you.
Thank you. And what's the message for the collective and message for the for individuals? If we can look at both levels, a collective and individual, what would you like to leave the viewers with?
So I'm happy for everyone that is here, because there's a reason, a special reason right now, especially in these times, why they're here, connecting with us and connecting. And I will say that in these times, just as I mentioned before, connect to your true self, connect with who you are. So exciting that you are noticing all these things and see where they take you. Like, just kind of flow with this trust of energy that the universe really take care of us, and just really put us, or put you in the right path. Just and this is like, I feel that it could be a beginning of some information that can help them. And just there's many of us that we are here in these times for a reason, and I think that the energy is needed, and that each one as individual with their own gifts can share and spread good vibrations, and through the world, as we connect with the collective, because it's how really the power that we have to change things is just not only as individual, but also having that power in yourself connected, and then connecting with others that they also do, just as energy, without even, like, it's just that power of the energy that is ether, kind of, that it just bring good things. And the collective is also, very powerful to change minds, to change things, to change situations. And yeah, just be yourself, be true to yourself, express yourself, and also be there, sending love to the collective, especially in these times, as you can, also notice what is the purpose of yourself as a part of the collective, especially in these times. And that you can choose how you can spread your good energy, and also be part of it, to get to this new earth that we're building and starting right now.
Thank you. And finally, Bibi, where can people explore in depth your work and how can people work with you? If you could share
Yeah,
that,
so
please.
my website, you can of course collect art that of the stages of art that I have been developing, or other pieces is connecting with myself, or some people that also represent me. But information is there, so it's at bbflores.com or artbaby.com. There's also information there where I do commission portraits of energy that they're individual for each one. I can send them anywhere, and I
Mm-hmm.
do a session with you virtually, that I can read your energy, and then from there do these energetic portraits of this connection to your higher self, with many options that I provide as different type of work that I do. Or and yeah, it's basically that. Also some sessions, and also of course my art, which is my profession as well as a healer connection, as well as I'm healer on the side. And I also do readings, of course. I mean, I get messages, as we all are. All of us, that they're like psychic. And yeah, so I give some messages to you, and also I can I can do these portraits, as I have also the collections that I have built I have been doing through these stages and other stages, that they also have these good energies connecting with the collective. So you can find a lot in my website. There's also in the healing part, which is the last part, you can find my channel. You can just click YouTube, and I have a channel with free Reiki healings from different wounds and types of things that it can be helpful as meditations, and also more information about the circles that I do. I try to do once a month in person somewhere. Sometimes, it varies where, but it could be as connected with an exhibition that I'm having, or
Mm-hmm.
an organization that I'm working with related with art, or it could be in a park,
Mm-hmm.
where I do it for free. And it's just for everyone that can, we can gather together and just feel the good energy, and then spread good energy to the world, which is also very needed. So uh, you can find more information through either YouTube or my page, or and also from exhibitions there and everything. So feel free to connect. I would love to connect with everyone, and if they wanted to subscribe to my channel as well, it would be also great. And sending a lot of love to everyone, and I'm so happy to be here and sharing all this.
Thank you, Bibi, so much for bringing your radiant being, your open
Thank you
heart.
so
I
much.
truly
Thank
enjoyed
you.
our conversation, and it's been an honor to have you as part of the retreat. And I know we're in touch, but
It's
I
been
just want
also
to.
an honor to be here with everyone, because there's a reason why everyone that is in this, is watching this. Always there's some, like, a message that it has to be to everyone. And thank you for inviting me as well. And thank you to everyone.
Thank you again, and thank you to everyone who's been watching it. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.